Hi guys, we are ready for our equivalent ratio recipe quiz for this week. And today we're going to look at a banana pudding recipe. We have our pudding on the left-hand side, we have our toppings on the right-hand side. And for this activity, we're going to say that this recipe is going to serve 4 people. So the serving size is 4. So what we're going to look at is if we were going to double our recipe, how many people would we be serving now? Well, we would be serving double the amount of people. So now we would be serving 8 people. All right, so now friends, we have a couple of options for finding out what double our recipe means. So we're going to look at our whole milk, which is 3½ cups, and we need to double that. Remember, we have a couple of options, so we're going to title this milk. And as I title this milk, we have 3½ cups is for 1 batch. So remember that we can do a couple of things here. So I could draw me a picture of what 3½ looks like. So I could make my diagram. This would be 1, 2, 3. And then we would do half of a box. So that could be half. So that would be 3½. And then I could double my recipe. So I could do this again. 1, 2, 3. And we have another half of a box. So this represents half. Okay? And then we can add these up. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total, plus a half and a half. I know 1/2 plus 1/2 equals a whole. So now we have 6 plus 1. So my milk, I would need 7 cups of milk for my doubled recipe. Another option, remember we could multiply it by 2. So we could do 3½ and we could do that as a decimal, 3.5 times 2. And if we add or multiply that, that would be 10, carry your 1. 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1 makes 7. We have 1 digit right here behind our decimal place, so that means I need to make sure I have 1 digit there behind my decimal place, and I still get 7 cups. That was the second option that we did. The third option that you would have is you could make a table or a chart. So now we would have first batch serves 4 people, and we have 3½ cups of milk. Now we want to do a double batch, so that would be the second batch. We're going to serve 8 people, and I can add 3½ and 3½. Well, I know that 1/2 plus 1/2 equals a whole, plus 6 makes 7 cups. So my second batch would make 7. This is the third option. Remember, there's 4 different ways we can solve these problems that we've been practicing. The fourth way is to make a double number line. In this case, this would be serving. We're starting out at serving nobody. And we have milk, which we're starting at having no milk. And we're wanting to know if we doubled our recipe. So if we served 4 people, we have milk is 3½. Now we're going to double it, and that's going to make 8 people. And 3½ and 3½ make 7. So we have 4 different options for each one of these in order for you to solve your answer. So in this particular one, for milk, when we doubled it, we get 7 cups of milk. Okay? All right, now let's go to sugar. So I'm going to turn my page. And right here for sugar, we're going to go back to our recipe. This one's kind of easy, friends, because we have sugar. We have 1 cup of sugar. And with our 1 cup of sugar, we are going to double it. So we can do 1 times 2 to get 2. If you wanted to draw a picture, this could be your 1 cup. We double it, and you get another cup. And you know that 1 plus 1 is 2. You could make a table, or you could also make a double number line. This is the easiest two ways for you to see what sugar would be. All right, our next one. So we're going to come over here. We have 2 cups of sugar. The next one is eggs. We need 8 large egg yolks right here on our recipe. And so over here on my notebook paper, we're going to go eggs. We needed 8 eggs for one recipe. Remember, we're doubling it, so I just need to times this by 2. Twice as many, or doubling, is times 2, and we get 16. Again, I could draw out 8 of my squares to make my diagram if I wanted to draw my diagram out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I double my diagram, and I can easily see that now I have 16 eggs is what I need for my recipe. I could do 8 plus 8 because 8 plus 8 is 16, so that's also doubling my numbers. Okay? So here we have egg yolks is 8. All right, our next one is unsalted butter. Let's go up here to 6 tablespoons of butter. For our 6 tablespoons of butter, I need to double that. So let's label butter. We needed 6 tablespoons. And for our butter, we have 6 times 2 is 12. I could also draw out my diagram here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Double my diagram, and I have 12. Again, that's 6 plus 6 is 12 tablespoons of butter. Go back over here. We have 12. Excellent job. All right, now let's look at vanilla. For vanilla, I'm going to let me grab some more notebook paper.